The set of techniques that I'm about to show you can be done as one whole sequence, or you can break them up into bits and pieces. But I do recommend that you do these at the beginning of Savasana, not later, because when she goes into her deep state of relaxation, I want to not disturb her. So I'm going to start with the feet and come down to her end of the mat. She's got a sprained ankle right now, so I can still do this, but I want to be very mindful that I don't want to press hard. All you got to do is back your knees up a little bit and place your hands wrapped around the ankles and then lean in. And now normally I would scoot my knees back a little bit more and rock in more, but right now this is more about the sense of touch rather than the actual pressure. I could put more weight in her left or her right leg, see that? And just kind of hold with my left hand. So I'm going to go up and down the foot 3 times, noticing that I'm working the ankle, the arch, and then the toe, and back and forth. This is just very grounding. It helps with the hips and the legs. It feels great. And if you don't have a lot of time or you have a lot of students, you could just come and hold the ankles and just press firmly as you lift your own chest. Is that okay? Right. Another one you can do, I think this one is probably my favorite, is you actually want to stand up with your feet wide and swing your legs, going back and forth, and notice that my feet are lifting. I'm kind of rocking on my own heels. Keep your spine extended, and you can make big U shapes with their legs. Then separate their feet a little bit, and then you can do kind of like figure 8s, back and forth, and then go both directions. You like this one? Right, I'm not supposed to be talking about it. Apply traction too. Squat at the end of the mat and then pull, giving them a nice long traction in the spine. You again too want to keep your spine lifted. Gently rest the feet on the floor. If you want to continue, there's a shoulder technique. Especially if you do traction, you can see Lauren's shoulders are really close to her ears. She's looking like this on the mat. This one requires that you step over them. So you want to really know your student before you do this. But gently step over, take the same side hand of the shoulder, and then wrap it underneath the shoulder blade as you pull the shoulder towards you with the opposite hand. Now I pull the shoulder blade down her back and hold the shoulder to the mat. Keep that there, and then lengthen the arm. You can also press the palm down like so. And now you can see a lot more open space here. Then I'll take my opposite hand again, grab behind the shoulder. Thank you for helping me. Put the hand underneath the shoulder blade, wrap, hold the shoulder, pull, and you can also press the palm. So now from my gaze, her shoulder area should be nice and broad and open and help correct what the traction did. Come up to the head area. You can also then press the heel of your hands on the shoulder and chest insertion area, being mindful to not press directly on the shoulder joint. Then lift your spine, keep your heart lifting, and lean in. I use a rocking motion so that in case the weight of my hand or if I'm in a little bit of a pinchy area, it doesn't linger for too long. And then if you kneel around the head, apply some neck and head moves, picking up the head gently. Now we'll apply traction to the back of her neck too. So because I pulled her this way, I also want to now pull her the opposite way. That's just going to give that nice spacious, expansive feeling. Take the fingertips, and if you feel with your own skull, there'll be a ridge, the occipital ridge. This is where you place the fingertips. Gently cradle the head. And notice that my back is kind of rounding, so I'm sitting in Virasana, hero's pose. It's actually a little more comfortable if I extend my legs out. I can then press down with my legs to sit up. My fingers go right underneath the edge of the skull, and I can lift my fingers into the tissues there. Ideally, she'll relax completely and let me hold her head. You can also then move your fingers a little bit, helping to massage the tissues at the base of the neck. There's tons of acupressure points. There's Dharma points here. These are points that hold a lot of energy. And if people tend to clench their jaw or grind their teeth at night, this can be very useful. So now I'm just going to moving my fingers around in different spots. And again, I could stay here for a long time, but I'm going to move on. Gently rest the head back on the ground. You can also do some temple massage using your index finger and the middle finger, going in both directions, circular motion. Also do this in front of the jaw, right in front of the earlobe and the mandibular joint. It feels really nice. Not a lot of pressure, just a little bit. You can shampoo the skull. And then finish with just a little light touch to the third eye, Agnya chakra point in between the brows. And one last thing you can do, either on top of this or separately, is to use a blanket. Take that folded blanket with the rounded edge away from you. And I'll have her lift her head for a moment. Slide it all the way under until it reaches the underside of her shoulders. And it will hold the base of the neck supported. And you'll see too that their shoulders are actually open more. Then take the top edges of the blanket and squeeze around their head. So hugging the blanket around the neck. Now she's all lengthened. She's got the legs extended, the spine is long, the neck is long, the shoulders are open. There's lots of spaciousness for her to rest in Shavasana. At this point, I'll exit.